ये देखा है फिर वॉल्यूम 0
71 participants have already joined in, so we'll start within a minute maximum at 7 sharp.
Okay.
We can get started now, sir. So, first of all, good evening to all of you. Thanks for your presence on a Friday evening with a weekend approaching, and you all are still there after your college hours, after your lectures throughout the day and practicals, and pumped up for a session on computer system validation. So, before we get started with the session, I would just briefly like to introduce our speaker for the day, Mr. Kalpesh Kumar Waghela. So, Mr. Kalpesh Kumar Waghela is having more than 3 decades of experience. He is the CEO of Infra Control Systems. His experience includes automation and software validation specialist. He's also an expert trainer on CSV data integrity, GAMFI 21 CFR Part 11 compliance, ICH Q9 risk assessment. Also is involved with various Indian and international pharma companies for their process companies achieving compliance by training and motivating professionals for QBD and right first time approach. He has also supported various clients for audits from USFDA, MHRA, NVISA, MCC, TGA, as well as customer audits as a CSV GXP consultant. He also helps in gap assessment, data integrity audit, and remediation program. So first of all, a big welcome to you, sir. Thanks for being a part of this session and thanks for agreeing to guide students of pharma on computer system validation. Like most of us with regards to pharma students, validation is a very narrow down stream for us and we usually don't tend to get into it, especially getting into documentation process and all. And having support from you for this session, the one who's being renowned as the world's best speaker on computer system validation. So it's a great honor for Pharma Elite to have you by our side to guide the students on this particular topic. Over to you, Kalpesh, sir. We can get started. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Pharma Elite, and all the students who are joining in. We were discussing that how to help students so that they can get ready for the job. So I am taking trainings of all over the world and in India with experienced people also learning CSV because CSV is in all part of the world in pharma nowadays. We will see that we are going to make it not very technical but important kind of a thing. These are our sponsor partner ICS, KVS Technologies. They are the company belonging to me, and ALS Global Testing. They are a testing partner from Bangalore for food and pharma industries. What is validation? Basically, as per the layman language. This is layman language. We are going to study the detailed definition also later on. But basically, validation is nothing but action of checking or proving the validity or accuracy of something. That yes, this if we do this, this will definitely happen, and I am safe. So that is called as a kind of a validation, and our mind keeps on doing that day in, day out. We'll see some examples also. Basically, in validation, what we check is a sequence of operation, input, output, and actually all these things happen in a timely manner or not. So that is what we see to get a desired results. We are making a food item or we are making anything else. If we get the right output, we can say that this system or this process is validated and I am getting the desired results. correct? So if you see that if a person gets admission after a graduation into IIM or IIT, they feel happy that my life is done because they have a kind of a process. So once the student comes out, there is a demand already there. Long time back, same kind of a demand was there for engineering student, MSc students, and a medical student also. But now there is some overcrowding. And that is the reason we decided that let us give this kind of a course to the students so they are job ready, and the companies who are searching for a pharma people, if they have an additional talent, they will love it, like it, because multifaceted person are a very important thing. Even for students, they are not married, so if they get a QBD wife or QBD spouse, correct, it's going to help you a lot. We will see that in a detailed discussion later on, but that is going to help. Second, then action of making or declaring something legally or officially acceptable. So proven, like I am IIT joining, you are going to do a best in your life. 99% it is confirmed for 80% of the people. Generally, unless until they do some business and do something wrong, they will spoil their life. Otherwise, their life is very simple. Same thing for CSV also. After 2 years, people will say that if you have done CSV course in addition to any pharma graduation, it's going to help you in getting a job first and then getting a promotion later on. How and why, I think we will be able to discuss in a later part. Correct. Second thing is affirmation that this person or the feeling or opinion are valid, worthwhile. We believe it's an opinion. It's not a fact that sun is rising in the east. Correct. Ideally, sun doesn't rise. Earth is moving. Correct. But that also we can say that, like walking on the footpath, you are safe. Yes, somebody might come and hit you there also, but you do the risk management and then you say zebra crossing. So when the light is green for the walkers, if you start walking on the zebra crossing, you are safe in most part of the world. So that is also a kind of a validation which we have decided based on the past experience. Ideally speaking, validation is going to give you high degree of assurance that if I do this, this is going to happen. It is going to reduce the risk. And all people do not want more risk in what they are doing. Yes, when we do it for the first time, risk is always there. We have to understand the risk, try to mitigate, and take the action. Uncertainty will be there, but risk is reduced to a bare minimum. Simple example of vending machine is if we go to a vending machine, we want to have a Coca-Cola. So we put some money and press a button. So what should come out? Coca-Cola can. If somebody is going to load something else in place of the Coca-Cola can, there is a good chance that you will get something else in place of Coca-Cola. But machine is taking a photograph and informing the loader that you are doing wrong thing. Still, if the loader doesn't understand this or mischievously he does the wrong thing, then machine will not distribute that can to a user or a buyer. Even if he puts the money, he will not get the Coca-Cola because it's something else and he will get the money refunded. Or a very smart machine will have that particular can which is wrongly placed will be rejected in a separate bin, and next one is correct, it is going to go out. But for this, we have to have a visual system also readily available, which is going to compare two image and is going to find out, yes, this is Coca-Cola kind of a thing. So there are many things. Our mind is doing validation each and every instant, microsecond. Correct? So we know that we have got right brain and left brain. Right brain controls the left side, left brain controls the right side. This research was done. Correct? But when right brain takes decision for the left side and left takes decision for the right side, what happens when we are running? There has to be some validation and synchronization by someone, which is called corpus callosum. This part in the middle is connecting. And that is the reason when we are running slow speed or a fast speed marathon runner or world champion, The synchronization has must. If that synchronization goes away, we will be walking like a robot, because this man give action to this right side, then left brain says to right side, and right says to left side, and there is no synchronization. So it will be like a robot, slow walk. And if we walk fast or run fast, if the synchronization fails, we'll fall down. And we are seeing that it is happening today also. If some miscalculation happens, we fall down. If we expecting a staircase, there is no staircase, then also there is a problem. And if we are not expecting a staircase, flat surface, and we consider it as a staircase, then also there is a problem. So validation is most important in life and in pharma life. Now a lot of questions are coming. Why validation is so important? See, now validation is everywhere. You go to pharmaceuticals, you go to automobiles, you go to robotic welding, everywhere validation is a must, because human is replaced by a machine. If machine doesn't do proper work, there is going to be problem. So validation is required everywhere, but pharma validation is slightly stringent, that we'll see in the later part. But this is very important because pharma is life and death. If you do something wrong in drug manufacturing, there can be adverse event or a loss of life also. So even though in a COVID-19 like scenario, where we want the vaccine or a medicine at the earliest to save the life, people are dying, but they cannot make it perfect and sell. They cannot sell it before making it perfect, plus checking it also. So they are validating that, okay, this vaccine, we are injecting the virus inside the body. What if it doesn't work the way we assume? What if its efficacy is not that big? Then there is more death. So validation in pharma is a must, very important, because people will lose their life, or they will lose their some part of the body also, or some deficiency, which is not good. And pharma operation is the first one to go from manual operation to automatic or a semi-automatic. So when we go from automatic mode, manual activities are going to be replaced by a software. Earlier, person was doing work in a manual way, but later on, because person was working on the mood, mischief, person was doing something wrong. So they decided to remove the humankind, mankind, and they decided to automize that operation, that SOP. Now it is being coded into the machine, and machine is doing the work perfectly. But what if something is not written in the machine, or situation which is not coded? Machine will not be able to act, or machine will hang also. So that is also another reason we need to validate. Once we validate, we are very confident whatever happens, machine will perfectly work. If there is a problem which machine is not knowing, machine will stop or wait for the engineer to come, maintain the things, and go ahead. So this is going to add to patient safety, product quality, and data integrity. So that part is very important. Scientific definition of a validation, correct? We are going to see it slightly later on. So we leave it right now. But first thing is, FDA believes in God, rest in documentary evidence. So validation talks about checking everything plus validating also. Let us wait, it's coming very soon. Now coming to, because you are students, you are thinking about the job opportunity. What is in for me, correct? So just think about it, that today we are in the information age. Computers are used everywhere, everywhere, correct? If it is not computer, it is a mobile, it is an iPad, or some smart device. It is taken all over the world. Even the cash counting machine or a cash dispensing machine, any kind of automated systems, all of them basically are a computer, computing machines, correct? Even your exam checking also, it's a software which is doing the job when it is an objective kind of a thing. So when you are using a computer, validation is a must. Whether defined as a computer validation or not, validation of whatever you are writing as a software, testing, validation is a must. First thing. Secondly, if you consider that in some part, farming and other sector, still things are going manually. Do you think it is going to continue like that? Or within 3 to 5 years, this thing is also going to be replaced by the computers? It will be replaced. Okay, in some country which is not that advanced, it will take not 3 to 5 years, then 5 to 10 years, 7 to 10 years, but it is going to be replaced. Now they need skillful people to code the software, to test the software, and then challenge. So all these things we are learning. Secondly, this is not about the only computer. This is also about your process, because what they are coding is a process they are coding. If the process is not coded properly, system will not work. So I think there is a lot of potential for computer system validation. Lot of people who are already experienced also, they are asking and they are learning computer system validation, because computer system validation talks about kind of a process, successful process tunnel. If you enter into that tunnel, only way you exit is a being successful. Correct? It talks about the risk. It talks about the novelty system, complex systems. It talks about critical thinking. So we have to focus on many area, and we have to ensure that this is the QBD kind of a process I am designing. And once you design a QBD systems, you don't have to worry about quality of the product, because if product is going to depend on temperature, humidity, pressure, level, flow, whatever, it is being controlled. Now something goes wrong, it will stop. But if machine is going to work, perfect product is going to come out. It can be pizza making machine also, thin crust pizza or thick cheesy pizza. Topping is controlled, cheese is controlled, sauce is controlled. Correct? You want non-veg, then non-veg hopper will add some non-veg part. If you want Jain kind of a thing, they will control potatoes and onion, no toppings. So this is, then you are not worried about the quality. Then you are worried about the controls, and that controls are with the higher level. So nothing will go wrong. You have to only worry about the marketing scheme. So CSV is going to help you a lot in a job, because your thinking starts looking at the risk part. And if you control the risk, you are making the process so fine, then everybody is going to invite you. It's a kind of a cool ja sim sim, or a Alauddin ka chirag. You have it, use it. Yes, mere Aka, what can I do? Find a good job for me. Find a job which can give me more increment. You are not getting anything free, because you are saving the problems. You are giving the solution to the problem to the industry person, and they are hiring you. So in interview also you can make a difference, and after selection also you can do very good work. Second thing is, when you automate the systems and validate the systems, person will tire. He will work for 8 hours, then he has to take a rest. He has to enjoy also, he has to sleep also. But if it is an automated machine, machine will keep on working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 52 weeks a year. And how many years? We don't know. As long as we maintain properly, calibrate properly, machine is going to keep on working. Only thing we have to do is check, validate, challenge, and prove that yes, it's going to perfect. No increment, no lunch break, no tea break, working, working, working. This is fine. In a COVID area where human cannot go, robot can go. Automated system can do the work, which we are seeing now. People are working from home. Why? Because it is automated systems. Certain things I can do it from home. I don't have to be physically present at the plant. So it's going to save. So validation was in demand, and after COVID, it is in much more demand. And because now it is work is happening remotely, a good student will get hired by the foreign companies also. And that we are seeing. Situations we all know. Everywhere you go, they talk about IoT, artificial intelligence, blockchain, machine learning. Of course, you are from pharma people, but still these words you must be hearing. Even in the news also it's coming. Pharma 4.0, Industry 4.0, robotics, big data analytics. Why? Because so many systems are connected now. IoT has made it possible. Every systems are connected. It's come to centralized location. Now data is too much, so they analyze the data and then they take a decision. But machine can analyze the data in a much better, faster way than a human being. Achha, human can interpret it much better. So machine will produce the reports and other things. Interpretation, as long as they are not good in artificial intelligence, still human can do it best. So that part. Virtual reality, augmented reality, think about it. See, everywhere we see these things. And these systems, do you think we don't have to validate? Driverless car, if without validation it goes out in the market, what is going to happen? Accident, accident, accident. Nobody will buy it. So validation is required each and every segment. When the body stops doing validation, person has to die. So this is very important work. Water, water flows from top to bottom. Same way, knowledge is also going to move same direction. And when knowledge moves, money also going to move. Job is also going to move. So you are going to be safe. You are going to have some extra knowledge. And all pharma operation which you are going to carry out, do you think it will be free, manual? Or you think that there will be some automated systems, some computers you will be utilizing in your life? You are utilizing your computer for study also now. To listen to this webinar also you are utilizing the computer. So computer system validation is a part of the life now. We cannot ignore. Correct? So validation training is going to help you a lot of things. We do the things in a scientific way. It's going to increase your focus. And focus produces the results. Correct? You can see that water will cut the metal. Laser, what is it? Light. Make it narrow, it becomes laser. Laser is going to cut the metal. See those things, correct? So it's going to be very important to excel in any area. Correct? Only thing is we have more number of people. So automation is slightly not very useful to us. But the same more number of people, instead of doing the laborious work, if they are utilized to do skillful work, they will get higher salary also, and we can guide the world. In IT, we are heading. So very soon, it's going to be CSV also, where we are going to head. Secondly, we are very smart, so we can catch the error, find the faults. Correct? Natural. It's a cultural also. So we can be a great auditor also. This is what I believe. Who is this God? I think most of people knowing that it's Lord Hanumanji. Correct? At that time, there was no SOP, no validation knowledge, but critical thinking. He had to get some Sanjini for Lakshmanji. He went there, he couldn't identify which one. He assessed, did the risk assessment. That his strength, he decided to carry the full mountain with the medicines. So that time doctors made the malam, put it on the body, Lakshmanji became alive. So validation is part of the life without guideline, with guideline. But with guideline, we learn scientific way how to do it. Otherwise, it is not a rocket science. Validation is a pure common sense. But common sense is very uncommon with common people. We belong to the era of Ram Rajyas. Pran jaye par vachan na jaye. What was that? It was a no need for validation. If I say it, it's done. But now culturally, we are saying the difference. We have to validate somebody saying something to us. We have to validate whether he's saying right or he is going to fool me. Correct? So that part of the things. Gandhiji Satyana Prayogo. Experiment on the truth. That is also kind of a validation. Of course, those kind of people are very less nowadays. Truth is what you say to others, whereas integrity is what you do when nobody is observing you. So this is going to make you focus on being integrity man, person of ethics. This is going to make you happy also. Not only the wealth, but true happiness will come to you if you start doing SDLC life cycle, that is software development life cycle. whenever we design the software, it is divided into four phases. Correct? Concept phase, then project where you do validation. Even this is applicable to process also. Once validation is done, PQ is done, it is given to production. So production people will make the drug, or in computer system, they will use the machine to make the drug. And during that process, incidents, change, kappa, I don't know whether it was in your course material or not, but these are very important things which we are going to learn. And lastly, data retirement. Means basically you are going to retire the systems. System will retire, data will not. You have to maintain the data because auditor is going to come and ask, product has a life of 6 years. You have to maintain the data for 6+1 year. GXP life +1, that is 7 years. So data retention, data migration, data deletion. So complete data life cycle. It's a detailed subject, but we'll discuss that part also in a detailed course. SDLC life cycle, 4 stage we discussed. If we go to Vedas, they also had a 4 stages of the life. First asrama was Brahmacharya. King of king used to go to asrama. Lord Rama also went to asrama. Then Grihastha asrama. Get married to Sitaji. Then you live the life. Vanprastha asrama. So you have kids, earn. Of course, in that time they were not doing that, but in today's scenario, we have to do that. And then last is a sannyas. So retired. Okay, so SDLC is very important thing, and SOP, standard operating procedures, which is also one of the very important part. We have to decide SOPs for all stages. Opportunity and difficulty. If we can find out, we will be winner. We don't have to worry about it. So what business are running nowadays? Automated systems are running nowadays, where you can do work from anywhere in the world. Correct? In fact, my webinars I go happening all over the world. Earlier, I used to do the classroom training in a 5-star hotels in certain part of the world. When it is happening in Hyderabad, few people can travel. Now they don't have to travel. No travel cost, no lodging, boarding, food cost. Only thing they have to do is they have to join me on the webinar. So people from Australia, US, Middle East are also able to join. So there is a problem, but now there is a bigger opportunity. So here also, this is about focus. We discussed that focus is going to produce the result. Correct? If you don't focus, you will not get the results. Laser cutting, we discussed metal. Water is cutting the metal. You can see. Can anybody think about it? But that is the power of the focus. If you put the paper out in the sunlight, it's going to become yellow after 6 months. But if you put a lens and focus in the sunlight, within 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to start burning. So focus produces the results. In old time also, they were focused on the focus. When the Arjuna's exam was going to be taken, correct? Then the guru is asking, what do you see? Then Bhim says, I can see laddus at the back of the tree or something like that. Others are seeing something else also. Arjun says, I see the bird's eye only, and which he has to target. He says, yes, you do the job, you give the exam, you will pass. Paperless exam. Beam exam, they didn't take it also. Formula 1 car race. When the car is running at the speed of 350 kilometers per hour, 450 kilometers per hour, only thing he can focus is a track. If he's going to focus on the...
Pause for 3 minutes. अच्छा पांच पर जाना slide. Which slide?
1 second. Huh?
SDLC life cycle. Yeah, this one. Vedas. Yeah, can you just send me a message when you're connected?
Any problem, you can say it or hear also on the audio. Hello.
Okay. Just a second.
Hello.
Okay. Oh,
Hello. I don't know where we interrupted, but SDLC life cycle was the stage where it was interrupted. Then we should see that if you go back to this, validation life cycle is divided into 4 stages. Concept. So you are planning to buy a new systems. Then you have to think that new system will get the data from systems or not. Because I can discard the systems, I cannot discard the data. So new systems should be able to read the data. So that is data migration. And then validation. It involves vendor selection, service level agreement with the vendor, many things, making a good URS, correct? We will learn these things in a detailed course, how to make a URS. If you make a good URS, it is as good as a goal setting, correct? So, and how to achieve, and then validation, and then operation part. Longest phase in the production's life cycle. During that cycle, there will be incidents, change, kappa, calibration, preventive maintenance, all these things. And lastly, retirement. So these are the phase. If you go to old time, Vedas time, they also had 4 stages: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha, Sannyasa. So Lord Rama also were going to ashrama to study. Then Grihasthasrama. It is still continuing. But now we are not going to ashrama. We are going to school which is nearby to us. Or sometimes we are going to a Dun school or some other school. So schooling kind. Then Grihasthasrama. So people getting married, having a child, and then they are focusing on getting married. Now they are focusing on the earning part, upgradation of the children's, and lastly sannyasasrama, correct? So this part we are focusing, and for each SDLC stage we need to write a good SOPs, because once you write SOP you can control it. Opportunity in difficulty, difficult time will come. Look at all heroes of the world, they got into some trouble sometime, then they decided that I am not succumb to the time, I am going to make my future myself. They started working on it and they become successful. So we can also decide, we can work on it. We were taking trainings in a classroom, 5-star hotels earlier. There only few people were able to join. Now we are able to do the webinar, correct, online. Anybody from US, Europe, Middle East are able to join. Even in some cases at 7 o'clock, people from Australia is also joining, because if they want to learn, there is no limit now. And now we are able to reach to the more people, more crowd, which was not possible when there was no COVID scenario. So make use of any incidents. Consider whatever happens for good. This is focus. If you don't focus on the right target, you will not get the results. Focus produces the results. Validation is also all about focus. Validation is all about creating a success tunnel. That is, we call it QBD tunnel. So if you enter into that tunnel, you will come out successful. Our product will come out perfect as per the requirement. That is CQA CPP, critical quality attributes, critical process parameters. That this is basic a brief overview. So we are not able to go into detail. So laser is going to cut the metal. Laser is what? A small light. It's been focused, narrow, and that is able to cut the metal. Water is cutting the metal. Why? Focus produces the results. Earlier time, Arjuna, exam. Guru says, what do you see? He was going to exam for all, but some people say, I'll see some laddus. They say, I see something else, and they were not able to see it. So they were not taking exams. Okay, I think we lost some time, so I'm going fast. Formula 1 car race, you have to focus on the track only. If you focus anywhere else, for a fraction of a second, you are going to hit that area. All babies are same, correct? Hardware, software. Do you know who is this person? Everybody must be knowing it. Bill Gates. Why he become so famous? Because he focused on a continuous improvement. When we were born like a baby, we were all same, but he focused on continuous improvement, and he's so famous. So are we going to focus on a continuous improvement? And continuous improvement is also a driver for a GAMFI. Operational excellence is also kind of a point. So focus produces the result. There is a story here, but I think we are running out of the time, so we are skipping it. If you see the history of pharma, basically regulatory bodies like ISP, International Society for Pharmaceutical Engineering, Code of Federal Regulation, that is like an Indian Penal Code. If you do something wrong in pharma and you are supplying to US, the Code of Federal Regulation will be applicable, and they might put you behind the bar. They might take you action against you in a court, or you have to pay some fine, consent degree, or they will say 483 warning letter, import alert. You can produce the product, you cannot sell it to US. So all those regulations, law of Pareto. Law of Pareto says that in our life there is a ratio of 80 to 20. 80% of the work we do produces 20% of the results. At the same time, in the same life, 20% of the work we do produces 80% of the results. What kind of a work we should do? We should work on a 20% of the efforts, which is going to produce 80%. What are those efforts? If you validate those efforts, work on those efforts, you will become successful. That is law of Pareto, and that is also discussed in validation. Focused on URS, focus on the risk, and everything else is going to fall in place. You are creating a compliance tunnel. FDA mission. What does FDA do? FDA checks about food, drug, cosmetic, nuclear power, radiation, plus tobacco also, because tobacco is hurting the youth. And for that checking, they are going to audit vaccine companies, vaccine manufacturers, drug manufacturers, blood banks, food processing units, dairy units, animal food processors, and many other areas. And how do they audit? They will do three kind of audit. Before you make a product, you have to invite them for an inspection. That is pre-approval inspection, then regular inspection, and thirdly, it is for-cause inspection. You send some drugs out in the US, complaint comes, and because of that reason, they will come and audit. Correct? So various kind of audit. And sometimes before audit also, if there is a need, demand in the market, the risk is high to the patient, they allow you EUA, that is emergency use authorization. Medicines for the COVID, testing kits for the COVID, they are not approved. But because it's a requirement, emergency use requirement, otherwise people are going to die anyhow. So risk-based, they are allowing it with a warning. GXP systems, we will learn about it. We'll learn about GXP validation. We will learn about CFR 211 also. What is GXP? X means clinical, laboratory, manufacturing, distribution, pharmacovigilance, all. Why validate? If you don't validate in pharma, everything is going to go on a toss. Correct? Why? Because if the drug is not made as per the procedure, your SOPs, as per the regulation, if you are going to sell it in Japan, you have to follow the Japan regulation. If you are going to sell it in US regulations. Correct? Right kind of a raw material, raw packing, excipient, API, all these things. Then sequence of operation, set parameters, humidity, temperature, pressure level. If are not proper, the product will not be perfect. Correct? And the person who is going to use this machine, he is not qualified, he is not trained. There are many more subjects which are going to be applicable when we go to automate systems. That also we are going to see. So if any of these things doesn't work, product is going to have some problems. Computer system definition. We are going to learn CSV. So we have to learn about first computer system validation. So let us understand what is systems, then understand computers, and then validation. So ANSI, American National Standard Institute, defines system as combination of what? Three people. People, machine, and kind of a procedure or a method. So people, machine, and method, if they combine to get some results, then this is called as a systems. So system is clear, people, method, and the machine. Now, computer, we all know now. We don't have to define hardware, software, processing units, peripheral units, infrastructure, network, correct? Even the cloud, all these things will be classified as a computer. So computer system means instead of machine, there is a machine also. Now there is a computer also connected. And methods, correct? And the user, process owner. It is computer systems. Now the real definition of the validation. Establishing documented evidence, specific process will consistently produce a product meeting its predetermined specification and quality attributes. So they don't want quality in the laboratory. They want quality you might have learned this in the college. Otherwise, they have to add this course. In US, so many faculties are having this kind of a course. So URS, FS, DS. This is one side. User is going to write requirement, what he wants. Then supplier will provide FS and DS. Once you approve it, he is going to design a system, build a systems. If you are not going to write good URS, or if you are going to write a wrong URS, what kind of a system you will get? You will not get a good systems, or you will not get certain features which you have not asked. A nano car and a Rolls Royce, both are car, but features, if you don't mention, you will not get it. Of course, Rolls Royce will have a higher price, but higher features also. So same thing here. So vendor is going to test this system based on your URS only. But actually in pharma, it is life and death. So whether you have asked for it or not, a vendor has given it or not, when regulatory audit comes from US FDA and others, they are going to check certain things for sure. So pharma company doesn't want to take any risk. This part, V leg of this leg of the V module is taken care by the vendor, and other leg is taken care by the pharma companies. And sometimes pharma company doesn't have that much expertise. They utilize services from the SME, subject matter experts like us. So we go all over the world and do the validation. So IQ, OQ, PQ. IQ is basically going to check design specifications. OQ is going to check functional specifications. Sometimes it is going to check design also. And per PQ is what? Whatever requirement you have said, whether it is coming perfect. If the machine is going to make a biscuit, glucose biscuit, it should be brown color, it should be crunchy and tasting well. It should be packed well, correct? So that kind of thing. So ideally speaking, you can call it a V module, water flow, and a V module validation. Or you can say that 4Q validation. Why 4Q? DQ, IQ, OQ, PQ. Correct? Now there is one more Q, it is called network, but that is infrastructure kind of a thing. So we are not counting it here. We discussed this part, that earlier person was doing work manually. Now that manual work SOP is coded in the machine. And because now it is coded in the machine, it is being done automatically. Earlier work was by SOP, now machine is working as per the coding. So if coding is not checked, machine will give a wrong output. And that drug will not be acceptable in the market. It will be recalled. The recall cost is 4 times higher than the manufacturing, roughly I'm saying, plus liability clause. correct? Change and automatic machines, once you utilize it, you don't want to have manual kind of a check. Then change control. Earlier SOP was being changed. Now we are modifying a software. Okay. So when we are going to do the validation, we have to check about JXP flow, we have to check about data life cycle, we have to check about SDLC life cycle. And we have to check about the regulations, predicate rules. So that is CFR part 11, 21 CFR part 210, 211, applicable to manufacturing of drugs, finished product, correct? Then 600 biological products, 803 medical devices, 820 is QSR, quality system regulations, 58 is about good laboratory practices. Part 11, 21 CFR is for electronic records, electronic signature. When you automize fully, you don't have to present, and then also you can do work. That is controlled by 21 CFR part 11. We are going to learn that. These are some of the regulations, but I think we are running out of the time, so we are not discussing. But CFR 21 CFR 820.70 makes it mandatory that any system you utilize in pharma operation, if it is GXP validated again. 34, it's about selection of the consultant, correct? There is another rule, selection of employee. He should have proper knowledge, training and experience. If you're trained beforehand, they are going to be much more happier because you know basic concept. You are going to follow each and every steps, validate risk management also, then the be with you. 21122, you must be learning definitely that quality units control should be there for the drug identity, strength, quality and purity. Secondly, they should have the responsibility to reject the product, and people should be trained, and all instructions, everything should be in writing, and it should be followed also. SOPs, training part. So if you are trained beforehand, they are going to select, correct? 21100, it is not that they are going to hire and then train you. When they select a cricket team, they are not training you, they are selecting best out of the lot from India, and then they say you go and play, represent India. So proactively, if you learn, it's going to help you a lot. Then CFR 21100, it's about SOP. It's about ALCOA, real-time work also. We are running out of time. SOP is very important part. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. People from habit, habit from people. If you make a good habit, you will become successful. And that is what is required. SOP is going to make you slowly and steadily habit. If you do the work same way, if you do Hanuman Chalisa every day, it becomes a mantra. And we have a lot of importance of mantra, correct? So SOP will also become your mantra. Your quality policy will also become your mantra. You will never do anything wrong, correct? And nowadays, if you see in COVID scenario, Government of India is also releasing SOPs for lockdown, for unlocking also what each department will do. So SOP is very important. It's a power of mantra. Why validation? They did some sample testing of about medical devices during when electronic medical devices were available, and they find out that about 77.7% were because of the recall, because of the software failure. And they went to root cause, and they identify out of that 7.7%, 79% were recalled when there was a software change. So they realized that software modification is very dangerous. If you see the case of Volkswagen also, they were emitting a higher emission compared to US standards. Instead of working on the improvement and reducing the emission, they worked on the software. So the display will be showing less. And somebody find out in US, and Volkswagen has to pay a lot of fine. So this is another important thing. And as per this regulation, they made it mandatory that system has to be validated. What system has to be validated, that is also very clear. I think I tried to give you more, but the time is running out of it. So, but system used in production, manufacturing, labeling, distribution, packaging, If it is GXP, it has to be validated. System used in quality control laboratory, batch release, LIMS, product recall, market complaint, all this system also needs to be validated. Even the HPLC, GC, FTIR also, correct? Plus, after coming to 21 CFR Part 11, system which is storing GXP records, electronic signature also needs to be validated. For making a good product, we have to have good product knowledge, process knowledge, regulatory requirements, quality requirements. Once you understand these things, plus good IT requirements. Without IT requirements, system will not work. We have a car also starting automatically now. Viper starting automatically, correct? So the IT requirements is very important, and validation is going to talk about IT requirements. Validation is going to talk about your perspective CFR also. It's going to talk about the data. It's going to talk about URS, then how to validate, then what to do in production, incidents change kappa, and then retire the systems. It is also going to talk about design review, change management, and the risk management. Plus, whatever you do, you have to document. FDA believes in God, rest in documentary evidence. So this is good engineering practices. Once you define the rights requirements for a product or a spouse, you will get a QBD product, QBD spouse. Because if you ask, they are not going to provide, you will validate, check all the points. If it is not matching, you will say, please comply. Either they comply or you go to other buyer. So validation is very important. And if we, as we see that good product knowledge, good process knowledge, regulatory requirements, QA, these are different people. So IT, process owner, QA, validation department, and engineering also, because they are going to maintain all together will write a URS, not one person. This is a team. There should be synchronized team. If the team is not synchronized, we'll see this. Both of them have laid down the rail lines, correct? But they are not perfect. They are perfect micro mm to micro mm. But this should be on this side. Train cannot run. So synchronization is also very important. Coordination is also important. Otherwise, you will have an experience, and that also bad one. And if you do good work, you will have a good smile like this. 21 CFR Part 11 also we are going to discuss in detail. 21 CFR Part 11 is nothing but earlier we were doing work on the paper records and paper signature. But people used to tear away the paper and put a new paper. Sometimes you cannot change the paper. They used to change full set of documents. This is old story I'm talking about. So FDA realized that this we want to avoid. Some people will still try to do some kind of a fraud, but most of the people will comply. So they came out with this regulation. So now paper record in certain records like laboratory, it is called dynamic records, they don't accept. They don't accept only electronic records. Signature part, they are allowing paper signature, handwritten signature, and electronic also. But nowadays, company realized that in COVID scenario, when I am going to work from home, I cannot go to the plant and sign physically. So they are going for electronic signature. So now there is a more need for electronic automated systems. So I can be any part of the world. If my network is working, I can check the things out, clear the things out, and no regularities will happen. So all these systems, all this software needs validation. And then there is a need for the CSV people. You can check it out also. How many companies are in this business? Cognizant, KPMG, Ernst & Young, Wipro, HCL Technology, TCS, L&T Info, everybody are in the business. We are also in the business. Alcoa, basically this word was used by Stan Bullen. I will complete very fast. So it talks about attributable, whatever work. This is common GMP also. Whatever work you do, it should be attributable. Who did what, when, correct, legible. Paper writing, handwriting should be perfectly legible. You cannot use the ink pen, correct. You cannot use the pencil also. Should be long lasting. Contemporaneous should be done at the time of the real work happening. Don't do it post-dated or predated kind of a thing. Original. Copy should be original. So whatever work you do, it should be original. If there are amendments, it should be through the review, maybe GDP or a audit trail accurate. When can you see that these readings are accurate? When you really validate, because validation as a setup process. You have a URS, FS, DS, and then you check it out. And then there are technical controls, there are administrative controls, there are procedure controls. And you prove it to yourself that yes, this system is working, and then it's fine. It develops a faith, it develops a confidence in you. And when you are confident, obstruction cannot stop you from moving ahead. डर के आगे जीत है. Correct? So that is very important. And then there was a plus added. It was about you collected the data, which is attributable. I did the work. If I do something wrong, I should be punished. But then data should be complete. Some companies are showing only passing results. They don't show failing results. Some companies consistent. Consistent means it should happen in a proper sequencing. Date, time, symbols, stamping should be attached with it. Correct? And amendments should be properly mentioned. Deviation should be also properly mentioned. Enduring. It should be stored on a permanent kind of a memory, so that later on whenever we ask, it should be available. So that is available. So Alcoa Plus is also we are going to discuss. If time permits, we will discuss in a detailed course about Annex 11 also. Data is the longest lasting thing. Earlier, Good Machine Company was the biggest company. During the Ford car and other companies starting, then it become a employee-based company. The company who has got a best employee, they were successful companies. Now they are focused on not on the employee, not on the machine. They are focused on the data. The company owns the data. They are the richest. Correct? Ola, Uber, correct? Oyo. What they have the data. Buyer and seller, they are coordinating. And without any hotel, any car, they are running the biggest of the big business. So this is the time of the data. And when it is the time of the data, validation of data is a must. Security of the data is very much important. Correct? So antivirus, hacking, malware, cyber security, these all controls are also discussed during validation. Correct? So data is everything for regulatory filing. Data is all about controls during manufacturing, whether you are manufacturing QBD process kind of a product or not. The checking, testing in the laboratory and the release of the product, correct? And assurance of product release and so on. And then later on, assurance comes through the market complaint also, adverse event also. So pure data is pure quality because people are fudging the data. So validation is going to check this also. GXP process flow, SDLC life cycle, data life cycle. So data has to be pure, correct? It should be complete, consistent, and accurate. Even validation is also talking about the same thing. So we have to prevent, detect, eliminate. So during validation, we try to ensure that no problem will come in the systems because it's a QBD, quality by design systems. So first of all, prevent the problems from coming in. If the problem you cannot stop, detect, and then eliminate. Same like COVID. Put mask, lock out, don't go out, prevent coronavirus coming to your body. If it comes to your body, detect, go meet the doctor ASAP, so your life will be saved. Look at the data Germany. They have many cases, but the life, they are able to save it. There are so many countries. So detect fast and then eliminate, respond. Okay? Without data, you are just another person with an opinion. 7 habits of highly successful people. Habits of highly successful people also talks about. This is a book by Stephen Covey. It talks about be proactive. Don't be reactive, proactive. So before world awakes, you become awake and start learning in a field which is going to expand exponentially. Begin with the end in mind. What if you learn these things? End is going to be good? Yes. What is the cost? What are the benefits? Do the risk assessment. Think win-win. Of course, we will together, we'll train you, you will learn, and you will grow. More people will join. Put first thing first. Seek first to understand. These are all the things, synergies. And sharpen the soul. Sharpen the soul is also about knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Right now, so many people are working from home. You are also studying from home. You have some extra time. Study. Correct? This is Volkswagen case, that we discussed. Critical thinking is very important part. What do you see? It's not a pillar. Correct? It's not a human being. What is it? It's a pillar. So which we have to check. Same thing here. This man is looking on the right side or in front of you. And if you want to become a good auditor, world over you can travel. You can guide the people in remediation. You can guide the people in gap assessment. You have to develop this thinking skill like a CID. Of course, this CID is going to check about the pharma compliance. Correct? Risk also we are going to talk about. These are the tools we utilize daily for our benefits. And we are going to touch it. Correct? As long as there is no contact, no problem. If there is a contact, harm is going to happen. So we put a cover in earlier time. The king of the king used to have an armor. Correct? ICS Queen was not available, but to prove it, he used to sit on the elephant. So at least he was at much heights and he was safeguarded. Honesty is the best tool. Talk to any elders, any successful people, any successful businessman, real successful businessman. Correct? They will say that honesty is the best practice. Correct? Because that success gives you real happiness, peace of mind, fame, you become famous also. And then peace of mind, your reputation stays longer time because you're not done anything wrong. Thank you very much. It was nice talking to you. If you have any questions, I invite the questions and I leave the forum open to you. Dharmesh bhai, you can ask any questions are there. I am here to answer.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, for such a great session where you highlighted about application of CSV in different domains, right from automation to IT to a case where Volkswagen was being
Dharmesh bhai,
involved. So it's great that we are able to highlight upon all the different areas at one single time. Thanks for correlating
hello.
it with real life examples where we
You can put it
basically
in the, can you, I don't know. Dharmesh bhai,
Am I audible, sir? Hello, am I audible?
hello.
Am I audible? Hello, am I audible, sir? Oh, shit. Am I audible, sir?
Share the screen.
Hello, am I audible?
Hello.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
Sorry
Yes,
for the
yes, go ahead.
inconvenience. So, first of all, a great thanks to you, sir, for highlighting all the different areas where computer system validation is being included, right from real life examples where we take into history of India, cases of old Ramayana, and at the same time correlating it with Volkswagen example as well. Thanks for putting it across with different examples where we can include it as a part of our
Thank
success
you.
stories, and at the same time highlighting what the industry needs along with different job opportunities. So we can get started with the Q&A. The first question says, what is the concept of PLC?
Hello.
What is the concept of PLC?
Can you repeat, please? PLC, basically what is happening that we are going for an automation kind of a thing. So automation can be done by a customized hardware and a software, but then it takes longer time to manufacture the product. And if I supply it from India to other place, something goes wrong, I have to dispatch from India. It takes time in reaching also. So they came out with a standard hardware that is called as a programmable logic controller. So programmable logic controller is available any part of the world. You say that Allen Bradley, this model hardware is readily available with certain input, output, memory, everything. So that program you take it. Now software is also standardized. So basic operating system. So what you want to do it with that software, you write, and project will be very fast now. Something goes wrong, you don't have to come to me. You can get it in US, Europe, Middle East, China, anywhere in the world. So things become standardized. So it is programmable logic controllers. If it is not standardized, you can come to me, standard hardware, software, I will also provide, but the delay is more. Something goes wrong, it takes more time. and the production loss is going to also happen, or you have to maintain a more spares. So this kind of units are available, which is called as a PLC.
Okay, so thank you so much. The next question goes this way. How do we see computer system validation growing as a upcoming domain for different industries, right from pharma to other industries as well?
I would recommend you to just Google out need for CSV. You will see many things. And Google out in a bigger way, you will see many demand from abroad also. Because even the people who are expert in this field are limited. It's a niche area, and that is going to expand. First thing. In right now, cybersecurity people are in demand because of the people working from home, and lot of attacks are happening. So they are recent news says they are getting 3 times the salary. Temporary demand, whereas this is permanent demand. If you think that automation is going to increase, if you think robotics is going to increase, if you think that more and more computers are going to take place, certain repeated routine works, then it has to be done by a machine. It does much better. Try to play chess with the computer. 99% computer will beat you. Why? Because it is programmed so. Whereas here we are sometimes deviating also. We make a mistakes. So this part is expanding very fast. Even people from different segments in pharma industries right now, engineering, QA, they are also learning CSV. And whatever work you are going to do, QA, regulatory, production, do you think you can do it without automation? I don't think so. So in that automation, if you have knowledge of CSV, basically you are fine tuning your process. You are reducing the risk. You know how to test it. It is definitely going to help. It's a mix of best of the both the worlds. And you can yourself Google it out, check what are the opportunity, and you will get a good answer. If you have some seniors available in pharma industries, talk to them. If you learn it at a student stage, it's going to be much beneficial to you. Because any interview you go, you produce the certificates. By God's grace, I am also considered as one of the renowned trainer in this field, because I am not only the trainer. Basically, we actually go and do the CSV work at various part of the world, and I think 50 to 60% top Indian companies also we have worked in past. Correct? So we tell you the practical lessons. You are trained, you know legacy system, you know black box validation, you know white box validation, you know electronic record, electronic signatures. Many things you are readily knowing it. How to write URS. They don't have options but to hire you.
So the next question goes, how is CSV helpful to pharmacy students and how does it work?
See, I answer it in the last thing only. In pharmacy student is going to work in a pharma companies or some clinical research laboratory, maybe some medical device manufacturing company, regulatory body. Everywhere software is being utilized to collect the data, crunch the data, summarize it, make it report, and then take a decision. So this is automized, this is software driven. If that software itself is having a bug, is it going to help you? No. So this is going to help you how to check the process. Once you check the process is okay, you need to check that whether my data is controlled or not. Because process is perfect, but my data is someone else who is not authorized is going to change the data. Or I am going to be getting a report which is looking very nice, actually is not nice. So that data life cycle. So you learn about GXP, process flow, data life cycle, and the software development life cycle. Correct? This is
Yes.
process development life cycle also. Principles are same. So it is utmost important. It is part of education only. Find out, study it for US. In fact, they have got many courses which is affiliated with the university. Unfortunately, it is not started, but soon somebody will start. That also you can Google it out. Don't trust me. Find it out. If you have problem, we will help you also.
Sir, the next question goes, what's the concept of SCADAS? SCADAS. SCADAS.
SCADA is basically a technical word. Basically, it is supervisory control and data acquisition. So when it is plants, different machines are running in a different areas. What each machine is collecting the data, and then that data is going to come to a centralized computer. So basically, it is a supervisory control and data acquisition kind of a thing. So you acquire the data, you control also, you monitor also. Some alarm is coming, you take action, or system will take automatic actions. One motor is going to work, it's going to fail. So current, it is going to draw more current, it's going to burn out. It's that current you are tracking, and immediately you think that this motor is going to burn out, my process cannot stop, second motor will start. That is a redundant motor, it will take over. This system is now available in the server also. If you are working on a Yahoo, LinkedIn, you will never find that it is not working, because they have server in multiple places. This is called as a disaster recovery server. This is much bigger topic. So disaster recovery is also there. So SCADA is basically controlling process by a centralized location. You are acquiring the data, controlling and monitoring also. So it's much better way.
Thank you so much, sir. And how, last question, sir, how CSV and SOP are related to each other? Actually, there are many more questions,
See,
but
basic,
yeah, sir, continue. Sorry.
no problem. Basically, SOP is standard operating procedure. Any work, how you do it, it's a SOP. A mother is going to get a baby, pregnancy time. Elders guide them that you do this process. Then doctors guide them. Correct? It is not, of course, nowadays doctors are having some written things also. It is a kind of a work instruction or SOP. When the work is happening manually, it is SOP. But now, if the same SOP is coded in the machine, I will just type what is Google. It is working basically. That SOP, what you should do during pregnancy, is feed into the program. So when you type it in the Google, Google is going to search and guide, tell you what should be done. So operation of the machine also, I was doing manually. Now I am removed because I work based on the mood. I get tired after 8 hours. Today is my marriage anniversary. Wife has given me a good flower cake. I am happy. I will do good job. My boss is not giving me leave to go home and celebrate with her. I am in no mood. I might make a mistakes. Machine will not do that. So whatever I was doing, same thing is coded in the machine. Now, whether I am there or not doesn't matter. Machine doesn't have a birthday. Machine doesn't have a marriage anniversary. It doesn't work on the mood. So once I write a software, code that SOP in the machine, I check it, validate it, I challenge it. That is also part of the validation only. And I know that every time machine is going to work the same way. Software will not work differently. It's not like humankind. Correct? It's
Right.
not cunning, it's not honest. It does what it is programmed for. So it is always honest. And then you can trust it. That our technical controls will work all the time. Just sensor can fail. But then the alarm will start again, product will be perfect. So this is much better. SOP is basically coded. But then how to operate that machine, we have to make some SOP to train the people. That SOP is outside. Okay. Or sometimes that SOP is also in the machine software itself. So you can refer it in the software itself.
One last question, sir. How can we use computer system validation
Yeah.
in formulation and development in pharmaceutical industry?
Pardon me?
How can we use computer system validation in formulation and development? What we in pharmaceutical industry while making tablets, capsules. So where would be application
Sir,
of
if you
CSV in
go
that?
to any pharma companies, good pharma companies, just check. Even vaccine serum, you visit Serum, Sun Pharma, Mylan, Wockhardt, any big companies, even the small companies also. Who will do faster work? Automated system or manual? Automated. So they have the machines controlled by PLCs or SCADA systems. So starting from RMG machine, correct? Rapid mixture granulators. Then FBD, fluid bed dryers. So powder is going to be dried. Then blending, automated. After blending, it goes to compression machine. Tablet is being formed, correct? Pressure, everything, hopper is empty, machine will stop, correct? After compression, coating. From coating, it's going to go to blister. So its tablet is going to be placed in the blister. Earlier it was manual inspection. Nowadays it is a vision system. So vision system is programmed that this is the color of the tablet, these are the size of the tablet, 10 tablets per blister. If something goes wrong, then that image, even duplicate, 2 tablets are there, crack in the tablet are there, it's going to reject. So blister, and then packing, track and trace. Any fake machine is there, medicine is there. Can you identify earlier? No. But now all the medicines are coded with a kind of a barcode. So immediately this code is also given by the centralized authority. So Indian medicine, if it is fake, Indian authority knows it, that this number is wrong. Even if you are selling to US, US is knowing it. And then when the dispensing is going to happen at the retail store, they are also checking with the barcode. So this data is also going to the FDA sites. So everybody knows where this drug has gone from origin to the end. And something goes wrong, product recall, market complaint, you can immediately recall back also. Whether it is genuine or not, that also you know. Correct? Batch life and everything is also coded. So no mistakes can be reduced now. So ideally speaking, you go to any big pharma companies, I'm not talking about this much, ERP. So when they get the product is coming, they have to qualify the vendor, product will go to the quarantine. They will not utilize the raw material directly, excipient or API packing material. It is going to quarantine, QC will come, take a sample, check it out, then product is approved, then it is going to move from quarantine to approved. And then the stock is going to be updated. Manually, it's very hard. So SAP and many ERP systems are available. Then for production of tablet, they have the bomb, correct? So that much material is required. When they take the material, they have to pick the material based on the expired life, first in, first out, or first expire, first out. So there also SAP or ERP system is going to help. Then in process testing, and then finished goods. So every labeling, everything is automated. So whatever you automize, if you don't validate, our body is validating. When we are walking, it is validating. Mosquito sitting on the body, in the night time, we are in a deep sleep, body is still validating. When we are sleeping, some pain increases, the hand will go, and mosquito is also doing the risk assessment. It says hand is coming to it, it's going to fly away. Whosoever is doing better risk assessment will win. So validation at each and every step in pharma is a must. If it is manual, then also validation is a must. If it is automated, then it is basically programming. It is having some kind of a memory, some kind of a processing. It is called as a computer part. So it is called as a CSV, computer system validation. It's required everywhere. Visit one of the good plant, even an average plant also, you will see that lot of automated systems are there. Then only they manufacture tons of capsules or vaccines. Even the leakage also, when they make the ampoules, there is no leakage. Testing is automated. The tablet, 500 tablets in one box, that is automated. Cotton insertion, silica gel insertion, torque retorker, check wear, everything is automated. No metal parts inside, everything.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot for all the answers, and thanks a lot for this beautiful evening for guiding on the different topics. So, students, on many of the requests, and since this topic is totally untouched, we are starting with a certificate course on computer system validation. Yes, it will be taken by Kalpesh sir only. And we have module 1, module 2, module 3, in which we'll be touching upon the different domains. Module 1 basically includes the introduction part of it, like whatever is about computer system validation with regards to computer system validation, what was its history and how it can be applied in the long run. At the same time, we'll be talking about GAM5 guidelines. So these are something which are totally untouched. Even in your post graduation, you might not be getting a deep knowledge up to this level. So this is something which is missing in our academia, and when you come out with such a unique skill set, job opportunity increases, and there are high chances of you getting placed in an easy way since you have a different skill set compared to others, including the different domains like quality assurance and quality control as well. So we are starting with a certificate course for this particular topic of computer system validation, which will be taken by Kalpesh sir only. The actual cost for the course for students is 5,999. So you need to put up your iCard to validate that you are a student. At the same time, for faculty, it's 7,999. For industry, it is on a confirmatory note, not yet sure about this particular cost, but yes, majorly it might just vary around. But offer cost till 17th of July would be reduced to a very great extent. So if you are planning to join in for this course, you can join in before 17th of July. You can contact on to this particular number. Our team member will be helping you with all the needful, or you can drop an email on this particular email ID. The course will basically include live webinars only for teaching. At the end, you will be having a short test of MCQs majorly, and those who will be getting a good amount of score, maybe 80% and above, all those students will be getting 500 rupees back based on your scores. So whatever you score at the end will decide the payback as well. Those who are interested for the webinar can just contact on the given number 8433830815. And for e-certificate of this particular webinar, I have posted one message in the chat box. You can just click on that link. It will divert you to WhatsApp. If at all that particular link is not working, suppose if you're not getting a hyperlink, then you can text on the same number which is being displayed on your screen, which is 8433830815. You can reach out onto this particular number. Within next 4 hours, you will be getting your certificate. Ensure you put a text today itself. Thank you so much, Kalpesh sir, for such a great session. And with your help and your support, we'll be
Thank you
going
very
ahead.
much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks, everyone. Thanks a
Thank
lot
you.
for your
Have a great
patience.
day. Bye.
Have
Good
a
day.
good day. Bye, sir.